in the middle of a blizzard and fog on the way up to Hrazdan to meet a Peace Corps volunteer by the name of Michael. He is living in that medium-sized town during the winter and this blizzard, so we're going to see what it's like to live there in these conditions, and also he has an idea about creating jobs in Hrazdan. So let's see how it goes. We have no road. No one has been on this road since they got that 20 centimeters of snow last night, and the only thing that I can see that has been on this road before us, it looks like a dog or a fox or something. So we are literally plowing a road in my Land Cruiser and hoping that Hrazdan is on the other end of it. Oh, come on. I'm falling off the road. I'm not going anywhere.
Just don't push me. Hold on a second. Don't make it more sliding. Oh, I see. Wait a second.
Yeah, okay. No, I thought I was going to get out there.
Have you noticed only right side is just pushing, not the left side?
So, Michael, Hrazdan, you're a Peace Corps volunteer?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, and you're in your first year, I believe, still.
That's correct.
Right, okay. And what do you do with the Peace Corps in Hrazdan?
Well, my primary assignment is I'm working with an NGO called Children's Assistance Fund.
Okay.
And we are about to open a daycare center for handicapped children.
Oh, really?
Yes. That's a big project for us.
And then you're going to need someone else to run the program, to finance the program, the actual
we
work.
We are actually funded for the first year of operation
By Ismailian.
by Ismailian. Well, the idea was an embroidery business, and it's a business that we think we have some expertise here. We have people who know the embroidery business. We have some technical expertise. We have some people who know a great deal about computers and programming. We think that would be a good fit for the embroidery business. We think that we can supply embroidery to several of the handicraft businesses that are already existing in other parts of Armenia.
And tell me, can you say something about, most Peace Corps volunteers are 20-something, and
yes.
you are not.
Right.
More and more older Peace Corps volunteers are coming to Armenia. Why is that, do you think? What is your personal motivation?
Well, my personal, and I think everyone's story is slightly different, but mine was, I grew up with John Kennedy, and when I got out of college, I said that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do the Peace Corps. I did not. I got a job, I got involved in relationships, I had children, I had a family. My last son graduated from college this past June, and I thought this was finally my opportunity to do the Peace Corps dream that I've had for a long time.
Michael, I've never seen a baseball in Armenia before, so obviously you're a baseball fan. Any special significance to these particular baseballs?
No special significance. I brought the baseballs. I brought about 10 baseballs with me to Armenia because I thought they'd make make great gifts for my host family and for people that I met. And I've given about 6 of them away.
And you've obviously batted a couple of them around.
Yeah, they were all my sons were all baseball players, and so they were just baseballs I took out of the garage before I left.
No, I was pretty sure that this was a baseball that you or one of your sons or something caught from a home run or something like that. Okay. No. But it's funny. I haven't seen one of these these things for about 30 years. So that's really nice to see. Anyway, okay. So the population of Hrazdan was about 7,000 during the Soviet time. What do you estimate that it is today?
Oh, I would think it's probably slightly more than half.
Half of that, which doesn't surprise me. And the emigration is among men and women, old and young, or?
I would say that it's mostly men that are leaving.
Of working age.
Yes.
Okay, and the wives. The wives tend to follow them with the children, or the women stay here with the children?
Sometimes the families follow if they can get visas and citizenship. But also what happens is sometimes the husbands abandon the families. And leave the families here and never come back.
Which creates hardship.
Yes.
Okay, and what kind of jobs are available here for a young person, for example, or an older person?
Very few jobs. The types of, you can open a shuka, you can open a grocery store.
In terms of industries,
very little.
Yeah, I understand there was a large electrical
power plant
here, and there was another large industry of some kind. I don't remember what it was.
The cement factory.
Cement factory, right? And both of those are closed or working at half mast.
Yes,
or
the cement business is working at a fraction of what its potential is. And the power plant has laid off many people.
Okay. So, jobs hard to come by. Not shocking, not new, but unfortunately very serious. So we're walking towards what is a large, empty building, basically, in the middle of Hrazdan. And this is what you're thinking could be used for any kind of economic activity.
Yes.
But particularly you were thinking as a possibility for an embroidery production unit of some kind.
We would have a choice of spaces in this building. So I don't know what experience is.
This is embroidery, machine embroidery, manufacturing. I can answer that question. And see what.
It's on, come straight, the walk, straight,
Very good. So these are the people that have some sort of connection with a potential future project on embroidery, right?
Correct.
Very good, very good. So Hrazdan, you are Michael's counterpart.
Yes, I am Michael's counterpart at the Children's Assistance Fund.
At the Children's Assistance Fund. Okay, so that's the connection to Michael. And you are an IT person.
Yes, I am.
IT person. And so where did you get your education, for example?
I studied in Yerevan's Economic University.
Most people your age, or many people your age, from Hrazdan and other cities have left for Russia to work, for example. Why are you still here?
I'm still learning, studying.
You're still studying?
Yes, and I hope to find some job in Hrazdan.
In Hrazdan. So you would prefer to stay here rather than leave for Russia. That's very good. Thank you very much. That's very good to hear. Guyana, I understand you have experience in the embroidery business. What kind of experience do you have with that?
Ասեղնագործական փորձ ունեմ ձեռքով, բացի դրանից ասենք նկարչության մեջ ամենտեղ հասկանում եմ, հույս ունեմ, որ կարողանանք աշխատել։
People who want to work, and there are people who there are physical places to have the facility. So I think if someone's interested in investing in this or asking more questions about this first, I think it's worth asking, because here we have a real need for production of some kind, and the people need the jobs. So let's go have a walk around the building and just see as a possibility this building and as a production place, because it's quite an amazing place. What was this in the old days? What was this during the Soviet period?
This was called Pioneer Palace.
This is the Pioneer Palace. Ah, okay. This is the Pioneer Palace. Right, okay. And the pioneers are gone, huh? And it goes another this way. It keeps going.
There's a wing out here and there's another wing out here.
Right, okay. There are tons of buildings. There are tons of buildings like this all over the country, and they're just standing here waiting for somebody to do something with them, to create jobs. And yeah, it's an asset, it's a possibility. But it requires investment, it requires hard work, it requires some creativity, and it requires belief in the future. And that's things that are hard to find sometimes in this country. So it's been a long time since I've been in a building like this. Interesting. But the potential is here. The potential is here. Good luck.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, sir.
Great.
As the sun sets on the hills outside of Hrazdan on the way home after a very interesting day, Michael, with his vision of becoming a Peace Corps volunteer finally being realized after all the kids are grown and out of the nest at home. And then his vision of opening an embroidery company in this old Pioneer Palace in the middle of Hrazdan. I mean, it's so nice to see in a town like Hrazdan some optimism and some drive to get something positive done. So again, another really interesting day with Թիմը գնում է գյուղ.